Hello. No matter how thinly you sow your beetroot, there will always be a requirement to thin them again. How can that be? Well, apparently beetroot seeds aren't in fact beetroot seeds at all. They're clusters of beetroot seeds, no less. We're looking at what would appear to be 4 beetroot seeds there, but there could be anything from 6, 8, 10, because each of those so-called seeds is a cluster of seeds and can produce 1, 2, 3 beetroot, maybe even more, I don't know. So we're going to do a little experiment. We love our experiments at Homegrown Veg. We'll take a seed from the packet and we'll just pop that there. There's our seed. We're just going to sow one seed, one beetroot seed, on this damp tissue, on this wet tissue, and which is going to be even wetter now. Okay, and we're just going to let that germinate on the windowsill. Okay, now you would expect to get 1 beetroot from that, but if you get 2 or if you get 3, then you know that it's a cluster, and you know that when you plant that in the ground there are going to be 3 beetroot coming from it, or 2 beetroot coming from it, and you will probably need to pull 2 of them out and leave the last one in. Anyway, let's not preempt the results. Let's just let this cluster of beetroot seeds germinate. So we'll just pop this in this plastic bag. We'll put it on the windowsill, and let's see what we get from that one beetroot seed, or cluster of beetroot seeds. Let's just see what it produces. Okay, that's it. The last time I looked in this box was about a week ago. That's when I took the photo that you've just looked at, and I think that showed you that the beetroot seed cluster had actually started to germinate, and it looked as though we might be getting 2 beetroot from that cluster. So we're a week further on now, and we'll take another look in here and see if there's been any more developments in this box. Okay. I think you should be able to see that. The 2 beetroot have separated completely from the cluster now. So we've got 2 beetroot. That's not to say that a bigger cluster, a bigger seed, wouldn't give 3 or more beetroot. I just don't know. But that cluster produced 2 beetroot. The seeds that we're using are bolt RD, and there are lots of varieties of beetroot and possibly bigger clusters, and this might be something that you might want to try. It only took me 2 weeks from start to finish, and that's all it would take you. If you've got some beetroot seeds, you want to have a go at this, just empty them out, pick the biggest, pop it on a wet tissue in a box like this on the windowsill, and in 2 weeks time you can leave me a comment telling me that your cluster has germinated and how many beetroot you got from it. That would be something good to do, wouldn't it? It'll only take 2 weeks and you get a result. I think this is the quickest experiment we've done at Homegrown Veg to get to a conclusion, and the conclusion is when you sow beetroot, you're sowing clusters, and you'll probably get more than 1 beetroot growing from the cluster, and you will need to thin your beetroot. Okay, this is Homegrown Veg signing out.